the street, dancing in Chicago.
Dancing in the street, down in New Orleans.
Dancing in the street, in New York City.
Dancing in the street,
All we need is music, sweet music. There'll be music everywhere.
they'll be swinging and swaying, the records playing, dancing in the street.
It doesn't matter what you wear, just as long as you are there. So come on, every guy, grab a girl. Everywhere around the world they'll be dancing, dancing in the street.
Dancing in the street,
They'll be dancing, dancing in the street.
dancing in the street.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is Sarah Schechter, and I am in the playwriting area of concentration. So we've prepared a lot of excellent performances for you tonight. We've prepared a combo of live and pre-recorded performances from the semester. There will be students discussing the units of study from all the courses: Shakespeare, acting theory, and physical theater, all levels. So please sit back and enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody. My name is Thane Wilson. Shakespeare 1 is an introduction to the bard. We started this silly law semester with one of Shakespeare's most famous plays, Romeo and Juliet. Because of silly law COVID, we couldn't watch the play live, so we did the next best thing and watched the 1996 adaptation of Romeo plus Juliet with silly law Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. We workshop scenes from the play using gender recasting, where every student had the opportunity to explore any role. For the fourth and final Silly Law quarter, we had our own Silly Law Shakespeare in the Park with an in-person sonnet workshop. So we also did a group project workshop in the monologue that you'll see next. Please enjoy, everybody. All the world's a stage.
All the men and women merely players.
They have their exits and their entrances.
And one man in his time plays many parts.
His acts being 7 ages.
At first, the infant,
mewling and puking.
In the nurse's arms. Then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face creeping like a snail, unwillingly to school.
And then the lover, sighing like furnace, with a woeful ballad made to his mistress's eyebrow.
Then a soldier,
full of strange oaths and bearded like a pard.
jealous in honor, quick, quarrel,
seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth.
And then the justice,
and fair round belly with good cape and lined,
with eye severe and beard of formal cut,
full of wise saws and modern instances.
And so he plays his part.
The 6th age shifts into a lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful hose well saved, a world too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big manly voice turning again towards a childish treble. Pipes and whistles in his sound.
Last scene of all.
That ends this strange, eventful history.
His second childishness and mere oblivion.
Sans taste, sans eyes, sans teeth, sans everything.
Hello, wonderful people, and welcome to Jeopardy. This is the game where we provide the answers and you provide us with the questions. I'd like to welcome our wonderful contestants. Kay Walker. We got the amazing Ryan Urea. And what's this? All the way from New York City, we have a special guest teacher person. We have Mr. Crane. Give it up. Great. You know how this works. We provide the questions and you provide the answers. Our first category is OSA teachers. This teacher is the coolest and best teacher ever. And maybe I'm sucking up. Maybe I need extra credit. I don't know what this is about. Huh? Any answers? Yes, Mr. Crane.
Who is Anya Close?
Oh, sorry. I'm afraid the answer is Mr. Crane. No. All right. The next category. Things that start with K. This is the name of the coolest Walker sister.
Oh, I know DJD.
Ooh,
Who is
Kamani? Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Who is your little sister?
Darn.
Yeah, you got that one wrong. Sorry. Well, it looks like I'm the only winner here. Come back next class for more Incredibly Scuff's Jeopardy. Thank you, everybody. Now for what we're actually here to do. Talk about acting theory. It's the #1 acting class. So what is it that we did this year? I don't know. We'll ask someone who maybe does know. We did on-camera scenes this semester. This was a project that we did during the first quarter of the semester. We were told to choose either scenes from either movies or television or monologues from movies and film. The works of theater go beyond the physical stage. And since during the pandemic, we've got to be online, we've worked our way onto the screens. The world of movie and TVs have lived on over the past year. And as young artists, it is our job to stay current in the world of theater in whatever form that may take. We also did What You Want to Work On. It's kind of self-explanatory. For quarter 4, we turned our class into a creative sort of actor's gym. At the beginning of the quarter, we selected projects that we either wanted to start working on or continue working on with the class time. While we never had a chance to officially present or wrap up this unit, the few months that we had to work on these projects were greatly appreciated as we shared our creative talent and knowledge with people. Now, please enjoy some of the presentations from the Acting Theory 1 class.
Hi, my name is Jack Russ, and I have prepared It's My Fault from 700 Sundays, written and performed by Billy Crystal. Nobody said a word as the 4 of us moved through them and into that private viewing room. And there he was. And it didn't look like him. And he was so still. Just hours before, we were fighting about the girl. And I kept thinking to myself, this is my fault. I made this happen. I mouthed off. I made this happen. This is my fault, isn't it? But he couldn't answer because he was so still. And I couldn't help it. But I started to feel angry inside. I started thinking to myself, this is not a way for a father to die. A father should not die on the floor of some fucking bowling alley, surrounded by strangers wearing rented shoes. And I hated myself for feeling that. and Sheila was now behind me. Billy, darling, Dad's just sleeping. That's all. He's just sleeping. Wake him up. Come on. Wake him up. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let him get the car. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Margot Raydon, and I will be performing Sophie from Mamma Mia. Okay, you know what my mom always said whenever I asked about my father? It was a summer romance, and he'd long gone before she realized she was expecting me. And I'd always kind of accept that that's all I'd ever know. Well, I was ransacking some old trunks, and I found this. It's the diary she kept the year she was pregnant with me. July 17th, what a night. Sam rode me over to the little island. That's Kalahari. We danced on the beach, and we kissed on the beach, and ... That's what they said in the olden days. Sam's the one. I know he is. I've never felt like this before. But the plot thickens. All this time, Sam's been telling me he loves me, and now he says that he's engaged, and he's gonna get home and get married, and I'm never gonna see him again. August 4th, what a night. Bill rented over a motorboat, and we went to the little island. Though I'm still so obsessed with Sam, Bill's so wild, he's such a funny guy. One thing led to another, and ... August 11th, Harry turned up out of the blue, so I said I'd show him around the island. He's so sweet and understanding, and I couldn't help it, and ... Oh my God! Thank you.
Hello, my name is Gina Gavam, and I've prepared Allegra from Pretty Theft. So, I'm working at this group home with Susie Harris. Yeah, we hang out a lot. You know her? I think you would like her. She's a lot of fun. She wanted to be here with me today, but she couldn't make it. Bobby's good. He sometimes works down in Salem at the garden on the weekends. He also really wishes he could be here. He's a good boyfriend. I really think it'll last for us. One of the many things. It's just so hard to talk to you. Now that you can't talk back, you know? I can't ever say the right thing to you. You're just so not there, aren't you? You always ignore me. I know that if you can hear me right now, you're not really listening. You never... Why don't I matter to you? What do you want from me? You want me to just leave you alone? I'll do that then. so sorry I disrupted your deathbed, you selfish bastard. You self-centered, egotistical, pompous bastard. I don't care what you want. I hope you die. I hope you die real soon. And I hope you rot and get eaten by worms with big teeth. I hope you get eaten by worms with big teeth and flies and rats and vultures. I hope vultures dig you out of your casket and fly away with you. You I miss you. I've always missed you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to die. Oh, Christ. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please. You're so small. Please. Daddy. Thank you.
When I was small, we used to take our sleds out in the wintertime, and the only hills we had were the ice-covered stone steps of some houses from down the street. We used to fill them in with snow and make them smooth and slide down them all day. It was very dangerous, you know, far too steep. Sure enough, one day a kid named Rufus came down too fast and hit the sidewalk. And I remember standing there, looking at his bloody open face, thinking that was the end of Rufus. But the ambulance came, and they took him to the hospital, and they fixed all the broken bones, and they sewed it all up. The next time I saw Rufus, he had a little line down the middle of his face. I will never forget that. What one person can do for another, fix him up, it was the most marvelous thing in the world, and I wanted to do that. I always thought it was the one concrete thing a human being could do. You know, fix up the sick, make them whole again. This was truly being God. It used to be so important to me. It used to matter, and I used to care.
Hi, my name is Eliana Halperin.
Hi, I'm Makai Hiley.
And I've prepared Maddie from Euphoria.
And I've prepared Cassie from Euphoria.
Hey.
Hey.
You not having fun?
No.
Me neither. Want to do Molly?
Welcome to Pretzel Mania. Can I take your order? How many pretzels do you want?
We don't eat carbs.
2, please. So, you think Nate's cheating on you?
I don't know. He's just been acting super weird lately.
Have you gone through his phone? I've never not gone through someone's phone.
Bitch, you're my soulmate. So, what's going on with you and McKay? I thought you two were like in love.
Nate asked McKay if we were in a relationship, and Nate said we were just chilling.
What?
Yeah.
Honestly, fuck them both. If I tell you something, do you swear on your fucking life you won't say a word?
Yeah, what?
I went through Nate's phone and it was weird. But honestly, fuck that whole family.
For real.
No, I'm looking at about 1,000 versions of myself, and not only do I look good, I fucking feel good.
Me too, bitch.
So if they got something to say, they should just say it to my face, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do. I feel like this is a turning point.
Totally.
We should just pick the hottest, most confident, bad bitch versions of ourselves and be that for the rest of the school year.
Yo. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nylan Ellison, and I prepared Rue from Euphoria. I remember when I was 11 years old. It was a couple months after my dad got diagnosed. We got the results back from the prognosis, and it was really good. It was like 80-20. So we decided to celebrate. We ordered a bunch of Chinese food. I remember that night. I was laying in between my parents in bed, and all of a sudden I couldn't breathe. It was like there was no air left in the world. And I was gasping and panicking, and they called the ambulance and thought I was having an allergic reaction or something. Then when I got to the hospital, they gave me liquid Valium. Yeah. To calm me down. And when it hit me, I thought, this is it. This is the feeling I've been searching for in my entire life. For as long as I can remember, because suddenly the world went quiet. And I felt safe in my own head. Thank you.
Marcy, how's my favorite player's wife?
Jerry, Rod is very upset right now. Tyson, no.
Tyson, hello. How can I make your life better?
I know you say to take the Arizona offer, but my husband needs more recognition. He is the biggest, fastest, raddest wide receiver in the league. Now, I don't know what you do for your 4%, but
Brandon's okay for lunch?
Marcy, this is one of our agents. This is Bob Sugar, who needs to learn to knock.
Pleasure.
You've called by our house, right?
Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Now, I don't know what you do for your 5%, but this man, my husband, he has a whole plan, an image. We majored in marketing, Jerry. And when you put him in a waterbed warehouse commercial, excuse me, you are making him common. He is pure gold, and you're giving him waterbed warehouse when he deserves the big 4. Shoe, car, clothing line, soft drink, the 4 jewels of a celebrity endorsement dollar. You gonna get that?
Not a chance. Marcy, things are changing around here. You and Rod will have my total personal attention.
Damn right. And you can start by taking Rod's poster and putting it up where people can see it.
Damn right.
Look at that handsome man trying to build a life up there by the air conditioning. We're coming to get you, darling. We are so close to having it all.
Give me a second here. Tidwell. Arizona contract, the glass cabinet.
You okay?
I'm fine. What's up?
I came here to let you go. Came here to fire you, Jerry. It's real, Jerry. You should say something.
Oh, shit. The crowded restaurant. So there's no scene.
I know. It sucks. I suck. You did this to yourself. You said fewer clients. You put it all on paper. Scully was very upset. Heart attacks make some people sweeter, but not him. You did this to yourself. Although I do gotta hand it to you. For about 5 minutes, you had everyone applauding smaller revenues.
You ungrateful, uncodus, you
dick.
You dick!
Give me a little credit for doing this face to face. What I went through knowing I was going to do this to my mentor, could you get past yourself for a second?
I'm over it now. Now I want all my clients and yours too.
You want it smaller.
And I'll get them.
Jerry. You'll always be my hero, Jerry. Always, always, always. We're bringing other elements in. We're focusing on endorsements. It's not about hand-holding anymore. We're no longer babysitters.
Your home is a miracle. It's beautiful. God bless it. I've been spreading his word, so much has been happening far and wide, far and wide. I've been working in radio, so a lot has been happening, but to be here with you, to find you, and to see you is wonderful, and I do hope we will have a chance to catch up. My brother Daniel were such old friends, such time. Things go up and down, but at least the Lord is always around. We've seen our ups and downs, haven't we?
Are things down right now, Eli?
No. But I do come here with some sad news. Perhaps you remember Mr. Bandy. Well, Mr. Bandy's passed on to the Lord. He lived to be 99 years old. Mr. Bandy has a grandson. Have you met his grandson, William? William Bandy? Well, he's one of the finest members we have of the Church of the Third Revelation. He is young and fit and strong with good charismatic ability, and he is headed for wonderful things. He is eager to come to Hollywood to be in movies. He is very good looking, and I do think he will have success.
That's wonderful.
Would you like me to speak with him? Daniel, I'm asking if you'd like to do business with the Church of the Third Revelation in developing a lease on young Bandy's 1,000-acre tract. I'm offering to you to drill on one of the great undeveloped fields of Little Boston.
I'd be happy to work with you.
You would? Yes. Yes, of course. Wonderful.
But there's one condition for this work.
All right.
I'd like you to tell me that you are a false prophet and that you have been a false prophet and that God is a superstition.
But that's a lie. I cannot say it. When can we begin to drill?
Right away.
How long will it take to bring in the well?
Should be very quick.
I would like a $100,000 signing bonus plus the 5 that is owed to me with interest.
That's only fair.
I'm a false prophet. God is a superstition. If that is what you believe, then I will say it.
Say it like you mean it.
Daniel.
Say it like it's your sermon.
This is foolish. I am a false prophet and God is a superstition. Is that fine?
Those areas have been drilled.
What?
Those areas have been drilled.
No, they haven't.
It's called drainage. I own everything around it, so I get everything underneath it.
But there are no derricks there. This is bandy track. Do you understand?
Do you? I drink your water, Eli. I drink it up. Every day I drink the blood of lamb from Bandy's track.
Daniel! Please! I am in desperate times and I need a friend. I feel the walls closing in. I've sinned. I need help and I am a sinner. I've let the devil grab hold of me in ways I not imagine. I'm so full of sin.
The Lord sometimes challenges us, doesn't he,
yes,
Eli?
He does. Yes, he does. He's completely failed to alert me of the recent panic in our economy. And this, well, I must have this. I must have this. I've invested my investments in. Oh, Daniel, I won't bore you, but if I could grab the Lord's hand for this, I would. But he does these things all the time. These mysteries that he presents while we wait, and while we wait for his word.
You're not the chosen brother, Eli. It was Paul who was chosen. He found me and told me about your land. You're a fraud.
Why are you talking about Paul? Don't say this. Don't say these things to me, Daniel.
I did what your brother couldn't. I broke you and I beat you. It was Paul who told me about you. He's the prophet. He's the smart one. He knew what there was and he found me to take it out of the ground.
Hi, my name is Malachi Jackson. I'll be playing Jamal in On My Block.
Makai, you were muted.
Hi, I'm Akaya, and I will be playing Monse from On My Block. You better pray he's okay.
We'll get the money and he'll be safe.
We could have had him out of town by now.
This is just a mislead, a red herring, a MacGuffin. Tell her, Ruby.
I told you we should have just put him on a bus.
He needs money to get away. Roller Road is that money. We just got to.
To what? You live in a fantasy. Grow up, Jamal. You just ruined Caesar's life and he's never going to be the same again.
I didn't ruin his life. No. He ruined his own life. Caesar's in a gang, okay? That's the reality, all right? And you think I'm living in a fantasy? You're the one who's living in a fantasy thinking you can save Caesar. It's not going to happen ever. Caesar was born a Santo and he's going to die a Santo. So stop lying to yourself, sweetie.
I'm lying to myself. Your whole life is a lie. Those fake ass injuries, bullshitting your parents, the football team. You're the biggest, fakest liar I know. And I hope I never see you again.
And you never will. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Gemma Griffin,
Hi, I'm Ryan Urea.
and we have prepared a scene from the TV show Stranger Things. I will be playing Joyce.
And I will be playing Hopper.
I've been waiting an hour.
And I apologize again.
An hour!
I know, but a boy his age, most likely he's playing hooky.
Not my will. No, he wouldn't do that. He's not like that.
You never know. My mom thought I was on the debate team when really I was screwing Chrissy Carpenter in the back of my dad's boat.
Will's not like you. He's not like me. He's not like most. I mean, yeah, he's got a couple of friends, but everyone else, they make fun of him, call him names, laugh at him, his clothes.
His clothes? What's wrong with his clothes?
I don't know. Does it matter?
Maybe.
Lonnie always said he was queer.
Is he?
He's missing. That's what he is.
You talked to Lonnie lately?
He was in Venice. Yeah, he was in Indianapolis, last I heard. That was about a year ago, but he's got nothing to do with this.
What's his number?
I told you, he's got nothing to do with this.
99 times out of 100, kid goes missing. It's with the parent or relative.
What about the other time?
What?
You said 99 out of 100. What about the other time? The one.
This is Hawkins, Joyce. In 4 years, you know the worst thing I've seen? You know what it was? An owl attacked Eleanor Galipsy. Thought her head was a nest. I mean, it does look like a nest, doesn't it? All that frizz.
I will call Lonnie. He'll talk to me before he talks to a
Pig.
cop. Find my son. Find him. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lucy Cisneros, and I'll be performing Spike from Cowboy Bebop by Hajime Yatabe. Ever heard this story? There was once a tiger-striped cat, and this cat died a million deaths. He revived and lived a million times. And he was owned by various people who he didn't really care for. Well, that meant that the cat wasn't afraid to die. Then one day the cat became a stray cat, which meant he was free. He met a white female cat, and the two of them spent their days together happily. Well, years passed, and the white cat grew weak and died of old age. The tiger-striped cat cried a million times, and then he died too. Except this time he didn't come back to life. But I hate that story. I never liked cats, you know that. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Micaiah.
My name's Amara.
I'm Milana.
And we're
And we're
Black,
Black
as
as
Fuck.
Fuck.
They say I'm another racist bitch, coined a white man's whore, but let a black man date whoever and whatever, and people give it a pass cause black women are a bore. They shame me for who I love and call me a dirty peasant, but let someone else do it, it's simply a preference. I'm sorry I won't let him fuck the first week, my body is a present. Don't get me wrong, I love my black brothers and I would never discriminate over my dead body. However, when people say that I, a black woman, is undesirable, I might as well be a dead body. All I see in the media is dark and white, maybe dark and light, and I so heavily swoon, but yet I still sigh. For it's rare that I see the night sky represented in love, a nice brown girl with a handsome dark guy. I believe love is love, and it's a beautiful thing. However, can we give people the love and recognition they so heavily seek? Let's not shame love, rather let's shame restriction, for my love has no limit, and validation is my addiction.
And validation is my addiction.
Getting off the stupid old bus, sweatpants, school jacket. Yeah, I represent education. I hear, "Hey, black girl." I look back and it's a white man, screaming, looking all intoxicated. As I walk away scared, this man just follows me. It's like a game of cat and mouse, except this mouse doesn't crave apology, just safety. Now the intoxicated cat screams, "Hey bitch, I know you hear me." I look around at a bunch of bystanders. It's like I'm going crazy. Words were spewed, the N-word, bitch, it just kept getting worse. Hiding behind a corner, my heart's racing, my existence feels like a curse. I'm late to this class again. The old hag saying, "You're late." I get a call home and I got a down look on my face. For if I never hid behind that corner.
On the white side, I'm seen as not good enough. However, on my black side, my skin is a bluff. And I love all my sisters of shade. But whenever I walk into the room, it's either praise or shade.
My existence feels like a curse.
But in all seriousness, even though my skin is light as fuck, I'm still the one and only black as fuck.
But I'm just another white man's whore, right?
But I'm just a little old fast girl, right?
But I'm just an ordinary mixed girl, right?
I'm Micaiah.
My name's Amara, and we're
black as fuck.
Hi, my name's Asher Lockwood, and we have prepared an original piece by myself starring Kamani Walker, Luke Heischman, Parker Skelton, and Jack Whitmire. Please enjoy.
Punctual as always.
That's how you want to start this?
It's just making an observation, not a judgment.
Jesus.
Okay, let's get down to business. So how many people are we inviting?
That's all I was gonna do. I was just trying to get through this. All I was saying is it was gonna be business until you came in with that shit about being punctual.
I want you to think very hard about this. Is this important?
I should be asking you the same question.
Oh God, don't make this about me. We have a funeral to plan. Now is not the time to be right.
I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get this over with as soon as possible.
Do you care about getting this done quickly or correct?
No, I'm not playing these mind games again.
It's not a mind game. I'm asking you a question because it seems important to you.
It's really, really not. Let's just get this over with.
The floor is yours.
So, how many people are we inviting?
I have no idea.
Can you at least try to be helpful?
Okay. So who are you thinking?
As a ballpark, I don't know, like 9. Mike, Mary, Jay, Casey, Kiana, Isaiah, and Ellie. And then their kids.
What about the Johnsons?
We don't know if they're coming.
Well, we should put them on the list just in case. So if they say yes, we don't have to do anything.
It's a ballpark. Nothing set in stone. That's why it's called a ballpark. If they request, I'll send them the link.
Okay, but if there's some reaction to them not making it on the list, don't blame me.
I won't. Have you contacted the funeral service yet?
No.
That was your only job.
You said get it done before the funeral.
Yes, before the funeral. Before we plan the funeral.
That's not what you said.
You could tell that's what I meant.
If you wanted it done a certain time, you should have specified the time. I can't read your mind.
I just want you to use some critical thinking. I'm asking you to read the room, not my mind.
God, can you just admit you might be wrong?
But I'm not. I'm right.
Jesus Christ. Does anything matter to you but being right?
Of course. But it gets on my nerves when you skim through stuff and we end up in situations like this. God, I can never get anything done with you because of this. It's childish. I can't believe I actually got worked up over that.
That's a you thing.
Just let me do this.
Let
me do this alone. I can't do anything with you. You're being so immature.
Suit yourself. I never wanted to plan this anyways.
I'd like to thank all of you for coming. I'm glad to see so many people could come here, not to mourn Angie, but to celebrate her life. I'd like to give my brother Lewis the stage so he could say a few words.
Thank you, Joe. There's a lot I can say about my mother. I know that sounds vague or cliche, but it's true. We had a very frictional relationship. Took me a while to appreciate it, but looking back on it, I'm extremely grateful for it. I think in retrospect, what I took for granted was her philosophy or the way she handled situations. She always had a very good way of seeing what's necessary. So maybe when she told me that my song wasn't good or that I was pretty bad at being a goalie, it was her recognizing that my growth was important than my emotions, which is all that matters. When you die, you hope you have fond memories of people and people have fond memories of you. And in the end, she had both, which is why when setting up this funeral, I knew I didn't want to make something, well, half-assed, because like my mother always taught me, putting half of yourself into something is just an uninterested whole. So even though it took me some trial and error to get this going, I'm glad I could respect her in such a way. Joe, would you like to speak?
No, I have no words. We're just about done with the service, so if anyone wants to say something in memoriam, now's the time.
My relationship with my sister was similar to yours, Lewis, and I can truly recognize the work that you put into this to respect her. I really appreciate it.
All in a day's work.
I just want to say again, I hate to sound like a broken record. I give my sincere thanks to you, Lewis, for creating a space where we can pay respects to her.
And me. I worked on it too.
Joe, please don't do this now. Is this really important?
But she did work on it.
Well, I mean, She sort did.
Yes, I did. I helped him. Fuck it. I did the whole thing. He didn't do anything. He left after 7 minutes and I did the rest. The invites, the funeral service, the link, the brochure, the everything. And he's taking credit for it like it's like a 2-year-old. And don't tell me you didn't do this for any other reason than just to embarrass me in front of our entire family.
Real classy, Joe. Hey, sorry for that, guys. I don't know what got into her. So unless anyone has anything to say, I'm just gonna close this out.
Nope. Nothing.
All right, thanks. Bye. Thanks for everything.
Where is everybody?
I ended it early.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. It seemed like people were getting bored.
Not that. Why would you take credit for the service?
I just wanted to see who was the more mature one.
What?
You said that I was immature. And I wanted to show you that you're no different.
This wasn't some petty thing, Lewis. You took credit for something you had nothing to do with. How does that make you look more immature?
It doesn't. It just makes you look the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, and welcome back to more Scuff's Jeopardy! I'd like to welcome back our contestants. Hey, Walker. We got Ryan Urea from an epic journey across New York City, now coming to us live from Oakland, California. It's Mr. Craig. Across the country just for this. Oh my God. As always, please give your answers in the form of a question. It's Jeopardy! We know how this game goes. Our final category of the night is food. This is what Rob commonly refers to for meat-based dishes.
Bzz, bzz.
Yes, Ryan, right.
What is tofu?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. The answer is meat candy. Think of that for a moment, Ryan.
Yeah.
Well, yet again, no one wins. Tune in next year, though, for more wacky hijinks. Whoa! Now for the serious part of the show. Physical Theater 1, the #1 physical theater class. This year in physical theater, besides Bob Rauschenberg America, we did these little things called composition competitions. Over the past few months, we've been doing composition competitions in our physical theater class. As of writing this a few days ago, I am the undefeated champion of the composition competitions. Yes.
Not true, Robert. But continue.
That's a little hurt, you know. You may call out my legacy, but I know that I am the champion of all composition competitions. This was mainly an exercise in improv, but it kept us thinking on our toes, and it got us to think about some key parts about moving in space in the physical theater world. We turned this idea into a highly over-competitive competition lasting 4 weeks of brutal battle. But, it was a brutal battle, but in the end, I came on top, averaging
Still
out
not
5
true.
wins. I came out on top. We discussed this. Wins with a 3-in-a-row streak as of writing this paragraph. Yes,
Last time I checked, it was only 3 wins.
I'm not embellishing my story at all, you know. This is all totally true. I'm not gonna have a breakdown during showcase now. Well, now, please enjoy some of the compositions that I've totally won over the past few weeks.
Still not true.
Hi everyone, my name is Kiara and I am a junior in the playwriting area of concentration.
Hi, my name is Simon, and I am a junior in the acting area of concentration.
And we are here to talk a little bit about what we've been working on this past year in our Acting Theory 2 class. Last quarter, we learned how to do cold reads. When an actor says they have a cold read, it usually means that they were given an excerpt for a script from any play or film to present at a theater audition. They may be given the excerpt a few days or even the day of the audition. And what we practiced in class was how to best prepare for them and how to make the strongest choices.
Yeah, so this quarter in our acting theory class, the directors picked pieces that they felt passionate about, and they casted their actors in them. Some actors chose to perform their monologues and build their audition repertoires. We as actors always have to have monologues up our sleeves to impress the auditioners. And now, it is my great honor to introduce a scene from Arsenic and Old Lace, written by Julius J. Epstein and Philip J. Epstein, directed by Olivia Cark and Isaiah Johnson. The piece after that is titled Hunting Cranes, written by Gus Andrian and directed by Kai Australia Kowal.
Enjoy, everyone.
Enjoy.
Happy bride.
Congratulations, darling.
Never mind that now, I know. Look, darlings, you know how we've always planned to send Teddy to that sanitarium? Happy Dale.
Oh, yes, dear. That's after we're gone. Yes, we talked with Reverend Harper about it.
No, we've got to send Teddy to that sanitarium right now. He's down in the cellar, get him right away.
But there's no such hurry as yet, you know.
No, when Teddy's working on the canal, you can't get his mind on anything else.
Look, darlings, I'm frightfully sorry, but I've got an awful shock for you. Teddy's killed a man, darling.
Nonsense.
But there's a body in the window seat.
Yes, dear, we know.
You know?
Of course.
Yes, but it has nothing to do with Teddy. Now, Mortimer, you just forget about it. Forget you ever saw the gentleman.
Forget?
We never dreamed you'd peek.
What the? Who is he? What is he doing here?
He's Mr. Hoskins. Adam Hoskins. That's really all I know about him, except that he's a Methodist.
Oh, he's a Methodist? Isn't that nice?
That's all you know? But what is he doing here? What happened to him?
He died.
Look, Aunt Martha, men just don't go into body seats and die.
No, dear, he died first.
But how did he die?
Oh, Mortimer, don't be so inquisitive. The gentleman died because he drank some wine with poison in it.
But how did the poison get in the wine?
Well, we put it in wine because it's less noticeable. When it's in tea, it has a distinct odor.
You mean you put the poison in the wine?
Yes, and I put Mr. Hoskins in the window seat because Reverend Harper was coming.
Oh, look at me, darlings. You mean you knew what you'd done, and you didn't want the Reverend Harper to see the body?
Well, not at tea. That wouldn't have been very nice.
Oh, it's first degree.
No, Mortimer, you know all about it, and do forget it. I think that Martha and I have the right to our own little secrets.
Oh, Abby, while I was out, I dropped in on Mrs. Schultz. She's much better now, but she wants us to take Junior to the movies again.
Well, we must do that tomorrow or next day.
Yes, but this time we'll go where we want to go. Junior's not going to drag me into another one of those scary pictures.
No, they ought not to be allowed to make those pictures just to frighten people.
So, I heard you were valedictorian at your school. That's some impressive stuff.
Where did you hear that?
At Facebook.
I find it hard to believe you use Facebook.
What exactly do you think my job entails?
I don't know, following people around, taking photos, stuff like that.
Sometimes that's right, but most of the time my job is like putting a puzzle together, and these days social media is the biggest piece. Most people document their entire lives on Facebook and Instagram.
You comb through strangers' social media, looking at their entire documented life just to see if they are cheating on their spouse?
Pretty much.
That's pretty dark. Oh, that's my motel right there. Shh! Well, what is it?
Do you see that?
Do I see what?
The guy in the suit.
What about him?
You're in the middle of nowhere, California, and a man is wearing a double-breasted suit in the blazing hot sun. But more importantly, whoever they are, they're on lookout duty.
Some guy in a suit is standing in a motel parking lot, and you think he's on lookout?
Jesse, I need to know something right now. Is there anything at all you aren't telling me about why you ran away?
What? No!
Hey you!
Shit.
Aunt Mason, what the hell's going on?
I don't know.
Fuck! Was that a gunshot? Are they shooting at us?
Jesse, calm down and move your head away from the window.
Get in the car!
Damn it. Something was wrong about this, and I fucking knew it. I knew not to get into this, but I just had to go in anyways.
Oh, and you're the one telling me to calm down.
Kid, you were panicked. I'm pissed. One gets you killed, the other can keep you alive. Now do as I say and get your head down. Hold on!
This was an excerpt of our upcoming audio drama production, Tales of Quarantine, Episode 2, Hunting Cranes. It was written by Gus Andrian and directed by Kai Estrella Coal, featuring the voice talents of Layla Khan as Mason Crane and Melvin Hicks as Jesse Crane. It was edited by Kai Estrella Coal, and the Tales of Quarantine theme was composed by Koa Sands. Poster art by Izzy Andrian. Tales of Quarantine Episode 2, Hunting Cranes, will be released in its entirety soon on the Little Schemers YouTube channel. Subscribe so that you can be notified for when it comes out. But until then, thank you so much for listening.
Hi, my name is Shane Costanza, and I will be reading an original monologue called When the Door Creaks Open by one of our playwriting students.
So what is it about doors? Why don't you like them?
I hate them for so many reasons, but sometimes it's like they're the only thing that keeps me safe, like at the same time. I don't know. I didn't just like grow like a hatred for doors, it was more like this realization that occurred that all of these like bad instances in my life of like shit that's happened to me, there's always a door, that, and I'm always like, there's always anger or fear, or I don't know, something that just makes me feel like shit afterwards, they're always there. Like they make me feel like there's no one else to care for me, like I'm alone, and I don't know. Maybe it's not the door, though. Maybe it's like whoever upsets me and what they do with the door, and the door's like in between us. Like that's what I hate, maybe. And it's not the door. It's like it's the action, whatever's done with the door, and it feels permanent when it's only temporary. I don't know. That has to be it, right? It's not me just having like a hatred for doors. That right? I mean, it's like there's always someone behind a door who tries to fuck with me, like to make me break down. But I never do because I can't, because I know that it would just open up everything that I don't want to be shown. And that I get sick, like I get nauseous when somebody leaves a door open and the smell of the room changes because of it. Or like, I don't know. And when somebody makes a comment that's masked as a question, you know, and I'm left there to just defend myself, and I just feel like I'm just alone in it, you know. I don't know. Or like the physical eeriness that I feel when I hear a creak of like an old door opening, like it's going to open up everything that I don't want to be shown, and like it, you know, it's going to make all the anger come up, like, and I feel that when somebody's like around me and it doesn't feel like they're welcome, like, I don't know. And it's like if I let all that come out, you know, which it feels like the door is trying me, and if I let all that come out, I just be totally drained at the end. Like I just have nothing fucking left, you know? And I just be alone. I don't know. And I just be hurt and embarrassed. I fucking hate the person behind the door so much, but it's like my brain mistakes the door for them. Thank you.
Hello and good evening, greetings everyone. My name is Isaiah Sylvester, and I've prepared my own original piece titled Releasing the Baggage of a Parent. For months and counting down from January to December 2021. Acting Theory 2, Cold Read Homework Assignment. Wednesday, January 27th this new year, 9:51 p.m. Sunday, January 31st this new year, 8 o'clock through 8:21 p.m. I titled it The Father and the Son. The scene is based on true events. Saturday, March 6th this new year. Monday, March 22nd this new year. I love you, son, very much. Sunday, April 11th this new year. Hello, this is Isaiah. I'm sending this message to inform you that I've been, and for the current moment, am someplace safe. Thank you, and be well. I love you. 1:35 p.m. Where are you? 3:11 p.m. Tuesday, April 13th, this new year. Have you seen Ron or spoke with him? 9:16 a.m. Saturday, April 17th, this new year. You taking all that with you? Saturday, May 15th, this new year. Hey Zay, how are you? Hopefully all is well. April 14th, stay safe. Love you. Talk soon. 8:15 p.m. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Hello, my name is Monet Montgomery, and I will be performing a self-written monologue. I'm not so sure you understand what I mean, my dear. You are simply just a sacrifice, and sacrifices are always supposed to be made. This school, this town, this place here where you sit, this is where sacrifices are made. So, if you truly think you are not worthy of sacrifice, then I must try to find another one of you to send to put the blame on. It's how status works here after all. Don't give me that look. That look of innocence, of fear. I'm not going to hurt you. Well, no, that's a lie. But between you and me, it doesn't hurt that bad. Just a little ice in your lungs. Call it a senior prank gone bad when you lay near the statue of the man who this school was named after. So cold and shivering, covered head to toe in flurries of ice. Looks like we have much less time than I thought. Might as well get it over with, right?
Hi, I'm Cheyenne.
Hi, I'm Havana. We hope you enjoyed that little sneak peek to our Physical Theater 2-3 class. So last semester we focused on viewpoints in the Suzuki method of acting, while this semester we collaborated with Physical Theater 1 to put up the show Bob Rauschenberg's America. For the remainder of the year, as you saw, we focused on different masks such as the expressive mask, neutral mask, and masks used for protection against COVID-19.
What you're about to see, and what you did just see, is some mask work that we did in physical theater this year. This mask work comes from Jacques Lecoq, a French actor, mime, and acting teacher famous for his physical theater methods. His training emphasizes work with masks, starting with the neutral mask, whose aim is to teach better awareness of physicality because the actor can no longer use their face to convey emotion and story. The seniors also used expressive masks, a next step in Lecoq's mask work. Enjoy.
Greetings, and thank you for sticking with us so far. And if there's one thing that OSA Theater has taught me is that wearing a mustache will always spice things up. So at this fine hour of 9:11 p.m., you may be thinking, why is Sarah wearing a mustache? But I'm not just Sarah with a mustache. I'm dressing up as the most well-known playwright out there for the penultimate little segment of this showcase. So this year, Shakespeare 2 and 3 combined forces to explore the words and works of the bard from both a historical sense and a modern present. As the students explored different performances starting at the Shakespeare Globe in London and back across the pond to the New York Shakespeare Festival in New York City. So we analyzed and tried to make relevant the ideas of Hamlet's advice to the players and make it personal to our craft. We played around with Elizabethan insults and compliments, utilizing the action to insult with an insult, to compliment with a compliment, to insult with a compliment, and to compliment with an insult. So we showed the flexibility and plasticity of these words.
Hi, my name is Cheyenne Costanza, and I will be reading Shakespeare's Sonnet 138. When my love swears that she is made of truth, I do believe her, though I know she lies, that she might think me some untutored youth, unlearned in the world's false subtleties. Thus vainly thinking that she thinks me young, although she knows my days are past the best, simply I credit her false speaking tongue. On both sides thus is simple truth suppressed. But wherefore says she, not she is unjust? And wherefore say not I that I am old? Oh, love's best habit is in seeming trust, and age in love loves not to have years told. Therefore I lie with her, and she with me, and in our faults by lies we flattered be. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Josephine Thompson, and I've prepared a Shakespeare-inspired poem that I found in one of my old children's book. And I'm not sure who the author is, and it's just kind of an anonymous poem thing, but this is it. You were Romeo, I was a scarlet letter. My father said, stay away from Juliet, but you were everything to me, and I was begging you, please don't go. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Just say yes. Romeo, save me. They're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid. We'll make it out of this. It's a love story. Just say yes. Romeo, save me. I feel so alone, I keep waiting for you, but you never come. Is it in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring, and he said, marry me, Juliet. Marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. The end.
Hi, my name is Sophia Valdez, and I've prepared a reading of Shakespeare's 18th sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day, Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May. Summer's lease hath all too short a date. Sometime too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his gold complexion dimmed, and every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thou owest, nor shall death brag thou wanderest in his shade, when in eternal lines to time thou wanderest. So long as men can breathe and eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Thank you.
Your heart is gentle. We meet and embrace. I glance at my shirt, my shoes, my fashion. Let me look you in the eye, my darling. Let me guide your gaze. Let me look you through. Forget yesterday. Forget quarreling. Forget Christmas. And forget my eyes. Blue. Remember who created me. It wasn't you. It was the sun, and the sea, and my heart. You set something off, and so our love grew. And nothing tears apart. Now let's begin. Go forth. Go forward. All aboard, my treasure. All aboard.
Hello, my name is Isaiah Johnson, and I've prepared Polonius from Hamlet by William Shakespeare.
Hello, my name is Olivia Kark, and I have prepared Hamlet from Hamlet by William Shakespeare.
What do you read, my lord?
Words, words, words.
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean, the matter you read, my lord.
Slander, sir. For the satirical rogue says here that old men have gray beards and their faces are wrinkled, their eyes purging thick amber and plum tree gum, and that they have plentiful lack of wit, together with most weak hams, all which, sir, though I must powerfully and potently believe, yet I hold it not honestly to have it thus set down, for yourself, sir, should be old as I am, if like a crab you could go backward.
Though this be madness, yet there is method in it. Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. How pregnant sometimes his replies are, a happiness that often madness hits on, which reason and sanity could not prosperously be delivered of. I will leave him and suddenly contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I will most humbly take my leave of you.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything that I will more willingly part withal, except my life, except my life, except my life.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? I do bite my thumb, sir. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? Is the law of our side if I say I? No. No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I do bite my thumb, sir. Do you quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir? No, sir. If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good as a man as you, sir. No better? Well, sir, say better.
Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, in most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never merry world since lowly feigning was called a compliment. Your servant to the count is no youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks, rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit, I had rather hear you to solicit that, than music from the seers.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit, to force that on you in a shameful cunning, which you knew none of yours. What might you think?
Hey, Olivia.
What's your name?
Cesario, your humble servant, ma'am.
My servant? God, the world's gone downhill since fake humility started passing for compliments. Look, you're not my servant, Cesario. You're Count Arisno's servant.
Well, yes, but he's your servant, so everything that's his is yours too. Your servant's servant is your servant, ma'am.
Honestly, I couldn't care less about him. I wish he'd just leave me alone.
That's actually why I'm here, ma'am, to try to make you like him.
Oh, please, please don't mention him again. Just thinking about him gives me a headache. But if you want to tell me that someone else loves me, I'd love to hear more about that.
Ma'am.
Just let me say something first. After we met the other night, I tried to find you. But now I'm utterly hate me. Look, I'm sorry that I wear my heart in my sleeve and I can't hide my feelings, okay? Please say something.
Honestly, Olivia, I feel sorry for you.
Well, that's a step in the direction of love.
No, actually, it's perfectly normal for us to feel sorry for our enemies.
Oh, well, enough whining then. That's that. I guess I
Vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. O world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should be a prey, how much the better to fall before the lion than the wolf. But really, I should consider myself lucky. It's better to be hurt by a noble enemy than by a cruel and heartless one. Would you look at that? The clock's scolding me for wasting my time loving you. Don't worry, Cesario, I won't stalk you anymore. And when you're older and wiser and ready for marriage, your future wife will have a good husband. Well, anyways, that's your way back home.
Thank you. Olivia, I wish you all the best. I really do. Are you sure there's nothing you want me to tell Oris now?
Oh, Cesario, please stay. Just tell me what you think of me.
I think you're denying what you really are.
Well, if that's true, then I think the same about you.
Then you're right. I'm not what I am.
Oh, I wish you were what I wanted you to be.
Would it be better if I were that instead of what I am? I wish I were something better because right now I feel like an idiot.
He's so handsome when he's angry. God, I don't know how much longer I can do this. Cesario, I can't deny it anymore. I love you. I love you so much I can't hide it anymore, no matter how hard I try. But I need you to love me back. Don't you see? Asking for love is good, but getting it without asking is so much better.
Olivia, I'm flattered, but I just don't see myself loving anyone right now. I only have one heart and one love to give, and frankly, I've never given them to any woman, and I never will. So goodbye, Olivia. I won't bother you with Isno's requests anymore.
Then come again for another reason. You might still be able to make yourself fall in love with me, the person he loves, even though you hate me now. Roses of the spring, by maid, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that mar all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason, thus with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none, shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam, nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart, which now abhors, to like his love.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone. Drawn with a team of little atomies athwart men's noses as they lie asleep. Hazelnut, her wagoner a small, gray-coated gnat. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Or a lawyer's fingers who straight dream on fees, or a lady's lips who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry Mab with blisters plagues. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats. Of drums in his ear at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened he swears a prayer or two and sleeps again.
Hi, my name is Kai Australia Kowal, and today I have prepared Shylock from Shakespeare's A Merchant in Venice.
Hi, I'm Kevin Gill, and I will be performing a monologue from William Shakespeare's A Merchant in Venice from the character of Shylock.
There I have another bad match. A bankrupt, a prodigal who dare scarce show his head on the Rialto, a beggar that was used to come to so smug upon the mart. Let him look to his bond. He was wont to call me usurer, let him look to his bond. He was wont to lend money for a Christian courtesy, let him look to his bond. He hath disgraced me, and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated my enemies. And what's his reason? I am a Jew.
To bait fish withal, if it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies. And what's his reason? I'm a Jew.
Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is?
Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same summer as a Christian is.
If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge?
If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you and the rest, we will resemble you in that.
If we are like you and the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction.
If a Jew wrong a Christian, what's his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be by Christian example? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Scarlett Sens, and I have prepared a reading of All the World's a Gun by Ella. All the world's a gun, and all the men and women merely shoot innocent people. They have their clips and their bullets, and one shot in their time plays many parts, their acts being 7 ages. At first the child, crying and yelling in their mom's arms, then the child grows with his father in the grave, and shining morning comes, creeping like a bad day, unwillingly to leave. And then the child, sighing like a man with a gun held at an innocent man, made not to hurt, but kill. Then a little girl, full of strange oaths and confused like the war that started, jealous in blood, sudden and quick in death, seeking the bubble of safety even in the man's mouth. And then the gun, in a fair world with good people, with eyes wide and curious of formal cut, full of wise words and modern media, and so the good man plays the bad man part. The 6th age shifts to the family man and his family, mourning his death with snot on nose and tears on side. The son is youthful boy, well saved, a world too wide for a black man and their booming voice. Turning again toward childish play, pipes and whistles in his sound, last scene of all that ends this sad, eventful death is second Black Lives Matter for
Hold please, everybody. Hold please for tech. Thank you very much. We're experiencing some internet difficulties, folks. If you could just sit tight, relax, and enjoy the soothing sounds of John Baptiste. We're experiencing some internet difficulties, folks. If you could just sit tight, relax, and enjoy the soothing sounds of John Baptiste.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear the pitter-pat? Oh, a happy tune is your step. Life can be so sweet on the sunny side of the street. I used to walk in the shade with my blues on parade. But now I'm not afraid, 'cause this rover done crossed over. If I never have a cent, babe, I'll be rich as Rockefeller, with gold dust at my feet, babe, on the sunny side of the street. Huh. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for your patience. We think we have this thing up and running again. Sorry for that delay. And please enjoy the rest of the show.
On nose and tears on side, the sun is youthful, boy, well saved, a world too wide for a black man and their booming voice. Turning again toward childish play, pipes and whistles in his sound, last scene of all that ends this sad, eventful death, is second Black Lives Matter for too many black men, and mere end, sans guns, sans bullets, sans bad people, sans racism. Thank you.
Thou, isn't it a beautiful day to breathe in this Shakespearean air? Oh, good morning, you balmy, even-preached bawcock.
How was your evening? Oh, I'm doing very well. Thank you, you Drovile heaven-huge heartling. Thus, I am doing absolutely jubilant, you silken smoothie patent prizer. Jubilant? Is that some sort of insult, you reeky, weak-hinged clotpole? Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me? You jaded bunchback snipe? What did you just say to me? Yeah, you churlish dog bat goal catcher? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do, guy? Look, no. Listen here, you unmuzzled, motley-minded malform. Jubilant is a way to say good. I am doing good today. I am doing jubilant today. I was just saying I'm doing good today. I was hoping you were jubilant too, but you're acting wild right now. Oh, my apologies. I hope you have a jubilant day too then, you honeysuckle, tender-smelling Nanaroba. Farewell. What? That's the last time I'm greeting anyone ever.
Hi there, my name is Alexia Herman, and I am a senior in the Acting Theory 3 class. So the Acting Theory 3 class is designed to help the artist approach the craft of acting through the lens of the Stanislavski system. In this perspective are various tools that the actor, director, playwright, and artist overall can utilize. The method helps enliven and embolden the performer and the piece in the process leading to performance. The tools we investigated became the answers to certain questions, sometimes by simply having the actor ask, "What is the action?" In the analysis of a play, monologue, or dialogue, the tool becomes clear, sharpened, and refined. By identifying one's feelings and one's emotions in relation to memory and recalling that story, the practitioner also asks and answers, "What is the emotion?" That becomes the vocabulary for their characterization and of themselves in life.
By engaging with the imagination and asking the magic what-if question, the artist becomes open to a new world of possibilities. By playing with repetition and asking and directing the action over and over in a different way, provides an improvisation that gives different colors, nuance, and flavor to humanity. We delved into 6 lessons on acting by Boleslavsky and investigated the ideas of Lee Strasberg, Stella Adler, and Sanford Meisner. The works you're about to see comes from these explorations. Enjoy and thank you.
The main tool I use is objective and obstacles because those inform why the character does what they do. And with that, you can really start to understand a character. And without it, there really isn't a purpose behind the moment and the reason in a character's actions. And a story is just words without a purpose or a meaning behind it. Everything should have a meaning to exist and a message to tell the world.
Hi, I'm Ellie, and I'm going to be sharing with you some of my thoughts on Boleslavsky's work that we've studied this past semester in acting theory. He says that when an artist finishes a piece of work, it is not done. It is just another step toward characterization and bringing the character to life from the inside out by creating a soul. By soul, he means that though it must be similar to a human soul, authentic and follow the same rules of nature, it also has to be completely unique and belong to the character alone. He also describes how the process of creating individuality takes more attention to detail than one would initially think. A general image does not carry the same power as a soul whose qualities have been identified clearly. Studying, interpreting, and embodying a soul is intricate and requires a lot of concentration, will translate outwardly and manifest itself in the physical performance. So I feel that throughout the years at OSA, I've had a lot of practice with rhythm, both in writing and playwriting and directing, and also with my peers on stage. I've also had a lot of practice with emotional recall, and we've had to use both of those techniques in our acting studio class last year. And my theory of acting is that get to know your instrument, your body, yourself, use self-reflection, and implement that into your work as an actor.
For my You Choose What to Perform, I'm going to do the 3 quick actions using the same line. So, action 1. You want to be in a group together. Action 2. You want to be in a group together? Action 3. You want to be in a group together? The first action was to doubt, the second action was to question, and the third action was to appreciate.
Hello, my name is Sarah Schechter, and I prepared a few different actions using the same juicy line. So my actions are to joke, to flirt, to disregard, to scorn, to confront, and to apologize. I want to read them to make sure I got them right. And I will differentiate these different actions by just kind of holding up my finger with which number for which action I'm doing. So you want to talk. So you wanna talk? So you wanna talk? So you wanna talk? So you wanna talk? So you wanna talk?
I've really loved learning from these theater legends like, Stella Adler and Stanislavski and all these really, really important, cool people who have really awesome ideas. I think a good balance between connecting to your emotions and portraying that, as well as acting from action, as it is in the name, and really having those objective and tactics and all that stuff cleared out and ready for you as like a structure for you to act with is really, really helpful for me. I think to be an actor is to be a learner and a listener, and I'm excited to keep doing that in my future. It's been wonderful. Hi, my name is Annika Engstad, and this is Touched by Bess Wool. She's taken everything. I don't have a life, Billy. I don't do anything. Do you know how many nights I've sat up in that hospital room waiting? Not knowing why she done it this time. Was it my fault? Not having any explanation. She never even left a stupid note, but just
sitting there without a clue, imagining the way my life would be, both ways. And I mean, she's obviously not particularly attached to the idea of living, right? Because she keeps trying not to. But I would really like my life back. And so, right then, when I look at my life, both ways, yeah, sometimes I wish she would finish the job.
You're wearing black.
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 I'm 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 wearing black.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
I'm laughing.
You're laughing.
You're laughing.
You're not laughing.
You're not laughing.
I'm not laughing.
I'm not laughing.
You are laughing.
You are laughing.
You are laughing.
You are laughing.
You're not laughing.
You're not laughing.
Nice.
I would say that the tool that I use the most that we've learned in class is probably the magic if. Yeah, I've been using the magic if since before I even learned about it. But it did take me a while to use that in my acting. Because I feel like the magic if is something that everybody uses, no matter the situation. Watch a movie, what if I was in that situation? Yeah, I mean, I think everyone thinks that. And that's me, What if I was in that situation? And I think that is the most important tool for an actor. I feel like thinking of yourself, not as a different character, not as a different person, but as yourself, but in multiple situations. I think that is probably the most useful thing that an actor can remember. So yeah, I would say the magic if is definitely my favorite tool that I've learned over acting theory and my time at OSA in general. Yeah, that's it.
Monologue from Sam Shepard's Buried Child. Thank you. I was gonna run last night. I was gonna run and I was gonna keep on running. Clear to the Iowa border. I drove all night with the windows open. The old man's $2 flapping in the seat beside me. And it didn't stop raining the whole time. Didn't stop once. But I could see myself in the windshield. So I looked at my eyes and my face. No, I didn't just look, I studied my face. I studied everything about it as though I was looking at another man. And like a mummy's face, I saw him dead and alive at the same time. The same breath. I watched him as though he was frozen in time. And every breath he breathed, it marked him. It marked him forever without him even knowing. And then his face changed. His face became his father's face. He had the same eyes, the same mouth, the same nose, same bones, same breath. And his father's face changed to his grandfather's face. Same eyes, same mouth, same nose, same bones, same breath. And it kept going on like that, changing the faces I'd never seen before, but I still recognized. I recognized the bones underneath.
followed my family clear into Iowa. I followed every last one. Straight into the Corn Belt and further. You know where it led me? They all dissolved. Everything dissolved, just like that. And the old man's 2 bucks just kept flapping in the seat beside me. Thank you.
The main tools that I've used during my time at OSA are Suzuki, mask work, and Uta Hagen's technique. But from the Stanislavski system, I think identifying actions has been the most helpful so far. I could really see myself using it a lot in the future during like character development and stuff. But yeah, I think it's really helpful to just like understand your character more and like the objective of the scene or even of the play as a whole. So I think it's a really nice tool to use. But yeah, I also think that other work that I've done has been really helpful too. Like Suzuki and mask work is really helpful, like just being more confident in yourself and how you present yourself, like on stage and even in real life. And Uta Hagen's technique was also very informative. So, my name is Jaylee Burnett, and I've prepared the Storyteller from Leela Kiowat's The Mahabharata. I was born on an island in the Yamuna River. Now, back then, the Yamuna River was legendary. Vasudeva the Enlightened collected his knowledge from it. Him and the river grew up together, both of them swelling a bit every monsoon season and savoring the fish it had to offer. Rivers don't love easily, but Vasudeva proved Yamuna wrong, and as a reward, he could work the water. Imagine, one day you're a man, the next you're holding water in your hands. Now, the day I was born was a stormy one, of course. My mother took a boat ride to Kulpi, the island in the middle of the Yamuna. But fate took over, as it does. I was born as lightning struck down trees, as fish blew upstream, as waves slammed the shore. Vasudeva, clad in a coat made of 13 snakes, parts the raging river, Moses-esque. The face he made while carrying me across never left him. Now, to this day, Vasudeva eats his dinner, lounges in the sun, and pays his Animar taxes, all while wearing that same expression he wore during that fateful day where he saved my life. Now, usually, our experiences etch themselves into us, clawing and gnawing at us until we're forced into vulnerability and betrayed by our eyes. But Vasudeva made no such mistake. He wore his proudest moments on the curve of his jaw, bled his pride through his tears, and bit his sorrow on his lip. Gently, quietly, and thoroughly. Vasudeva, devastated by his son's death by arrow in the foot, gave up his life. Now, he didn't take his own life. He did nothing of the sort. He simply gave it up. "I'm finished," he said, as if he had just eaten a huge holiday meal. And the gods let him go.
Each day we go about our business, walking past each other, catching each other's eyes or not, about to speak or speaking.
All about us is noise. All about us is noise and bramble, thorn and din. Each one of our ancestors on our tongues.
Someone is stitching up a hem, darning a hole in a uniform, patching a tire, repairing things in need of repair.
Someone is trying to make music somewhere, with a pair of wooden spoons on an oil drum, with a cello, a boombox, a harmonica, and a voice.
A woman and her son wait for the bus. A farmer considers the changing sky. A teacher says, "Take out your pencils. Begin."
We encounter each other in words. Words spiny or smooth, whispered or declaimed. Words to consider, reconsider.
We cross dirt roads and highways that mark the will of someone, and then others. Who said I need to see what's on the other side?
I know there's something better down the road. We need to find a place where we are safe. We walk into which we cannot see.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
And many have died this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day.
Say it plain that many have died for this day.
Say it plain that many have died for this day.
Say it plain that many have died for this day.
Say it plain, that many have died for this day. Sing the names of the dead who brought us here, who laid the train tracks, raised the bridges, picked the cotton and the lettuce, built brick by brick the glittering edifices they would then keep clean and work inside of.
Praise song for struggle. Praise song for the day. Praise song for every hand-lettered sign. The figuring it out at kitchen tables.
Some live by love thy neighbor as thyself. Others by first do no harm or take no more than you need. What if the mightiest word is love?
Love beyond marital, filial, national. Love that casts a widening pool of light. Love with no need to preempt grievance.
In today's sharp sparkle, this winter air, anything can be made, any sentence begun. On the brink, on the brim, on the cusp, praise song for walking forward in that light.
And we made it. We made it to the end. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. I want to invite, my name is Nicole Helfer. I'm the chair of the theater department. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for zooming in. Thanks for YouTubing in. I want to invite the other amazing teachers on. If you could turn your cameras on. Yes. Please introduce yourselves to the world, to the internets.
Hi, I'm Rolando Morales. Thank you all for watching and loving and breathing and being with us this evening. A true honor and privilege to work with these beautiful, beautiful young people and these beautiful, beautiful teaching professionals.
Hi, everybody. My name is David Crane, and I couldn't have said it better myself, Rolando. Thank you so much for sharing your gifts with us, students, families. Thanks for sharing your children with us. They're wonderful, and tonight is just one small example of how amazing they are.
Mm-hmm. And we do have one more teacher, but it's tech. Oh, woohoo!
Okay, hey everybody, I'm in my car because we were on campus and we got kicked out of campus so I'm so sorry for logging in from my car. I wasn't able to make it home before the end of the show, but I'm watching you guys and zooming in, and what a wonderful show. Great job, everybody. I'm Dee Dee Stevens, Miss Stevens, hello.
And these are our amazing teachers in the acting program, teaching acting theory, Shakespeare, and physical theater to this group of dynamic and talented and wonderful kids. Thanks so much for watching the show. Thanks so much, students, for sharing your work. Can you all come back on and show your faces? You've been waiting 3 hours for this moment to all be together one last time. Hopefully this is our last show on Zoom, and next time we will do a show in person, which will be fun. But for now, this will be our last time as an acting cohort. So let's take a breath together and bow together. Thank you. All right, hit it, DJ Crane.